Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show coming to you from the studios of SUMTV. SUMTV is that 24 hours television station that being signal from Jalingo, Northeast Nigeria. I'm your regular anchor, Ira Daniel Kukui. On morning show, we discuss topical issues as they have been featured on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper. With me in the studio this morning is our regular guest in the person of Abraham Minor Joda. Abraham Minor Joda is a public affairs commentator, a director of programs at the Sun TV. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
So how is the weather biting in Jalingo? Hamatan is fully here and it's related challenges of health and other things like that.
Well, I think we should be used to this by now. It is this is the period, this is the season, and well, we just have to take all precautionary measures to ensure that we don't expose ourselves unnecessarily to the weather.
The dermatologists are having a field day now. Everyone has to take care of his skin so it doesn't crack and other things like that. Okay, we are going to delve into the matters of the day. We're going to start with the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper has this major headline that says states eye 180% hike in VAT earnings amid push for fiscal federalism.
Yes, this was based the Guardian did this based on the projection that their team drew through a remote possibility through their in-house data analysis. When they look at the recent aggressive VAT growth in the country and the expected increase from the upward review in the state share. With the new tax bill, if it scales through, the states will be having like a 55% VAT. Will be taking 55% of the VAT. So he said from their projections, if this happened, the monthly VAT revenue could touch 1.25 trillion on average next year, based on the projections that we have made so far. With states share expected to go up to 55%, the subnational entities could pocket as much as 650 billion around average every month. This is an astronomical rise from an average of 230 billion monthly share the state received this year. So due to the new bill, more will be going to state 55%, and from the trend so far, the VAT staking have been increasing since the coming of this government. And they say the national VAT pulse has almost doubled a year to date. In the data source from the MBS, the government realized 4.775 trillion from the stream in the first 3 quarters of the year, 95.8% up from 2.44 trillion received in the same period of last year. So we can see that there is more VAT earnings coming to the government. I think they've been able to close some leakages that were there in the past. So I think these are some of the things the bill is looked into and passed is going to address some of these issues.
Okay, what you said now is in contrary to the complaints coming in from some quarters in the past that the state is being disadvantaged. The states, particularly the states in the north, have been disadvantaged with the new tax reform bill.
Well, this one, more will be going to the states. But the thing is that from the way it is, that the states that consumes more will take the larger chunk of the VAT.
Okay, states like Lagos and River State as alleged in the past.
And even it might not even be Lagos. We've not done the computation to know. But what are some states like Borno? What they were saying is that because of insurgencies and the rate of consumption in their states have reduced. So definitely there wouldn't be business activities, consumption of goods and services like it should be. But in the past, consumption was not considered.
Okay.
So some states with low consumption were getting VAT based on, I think, population and some other factors were used to determine VAT. So I think now it's going to be done in such a way that consumption will be considered, and also the location of the industry will also be considered.
Okay, there's this headline still on the Guardian newspaper. It talks about family planning targets. It's a stakeholders tax states on 30-30 uh, family planning targets. Some of these challenges we have, the economic challenges we have, the social problem we have, are being attributed to uh, overpopulation and other factors like that. Do you agree with the fact that if we, as a nation, imbibe the practice of family planning, it is going to help the planning of our economy?
Well, I would say we need family planning. It is good to have a well-planned family system in which you'll be able to take care of what you can. But our problem is not due to overpopulation. Our problem is due to leadership that will not been able to take care of, to use our resources are enough for our population if they are properly managed. If over the years we properly manage our resources, 220 million, it is our population. It should be is an asset, and we know it is an asset. Whenever any voting has to be done online and any issue, award, anything in Africa, Nigerians always come top simply because while Lagos alone is the population of about two or three countries, so the population is an asset. But we need to also ensure that people individually, people are able to have kids that they can fend for. There's a need to control population, but I don't think population is our major problem. Our major problem is the mismanagement of our resources.
Okay, let's go to the major headline on TG News. Then we'll come back to another sub-headline that is on the Guardian newspaper. TG News says, Tinubu and Fayemi congratulates President-elect John Dramani Mahama of Ghana. That takes us to this headline on the Guardian. It says, Ghana's electoral process inspired by Nigeria, says INEC chairman. Do you agree with
let me first of all congratulate John Dramani Mahama, former vice president of Ghana, former president of Ghana. He took over after the death of John Atta Mills in 2012.
Yeah.
And he has been running for the race for some time. He's a member of the, I think, the National Democratic Congress, the NDC in Ghana. And he came out, he's from the opposition now, and he won against someone from the party of the incumbent. So John Dramani Mahama, congratulations to him. We wish him all the best, and we pray that the trust of the Ghanaians, that the power that the Ghanaians have entrusted into his custody, he should use it for the betterment of Ghana, because recently we've seen the economy of Ghana falling. We've seen a lot of insecurity increasing in Ghana. So they need a strong analytic. Maybe probably that's why they brought him back, being someone that has experience, being a former member of the parliament, former vice president and former president, maybe had the experience it requires. And also congratulations to the person, the loser in the election, who promptly, he said, for the good of Ghana, he conceded defeat without any controversy, and he congratulated John Dramani Mahama. So it is good. That is the spirit of democracy, and that is what we call on Nigerians to also imbibe. Now, going to the story that said the Ghana
electoral process inspired by Nigeria.
Said, well, he has a point there, because he said before now, Ghana run a parliamentary system of government. So before now, what they do is that all the results for the parliament and local elections are sent to the federal central body, who now announces the results from there. But it's always very, very cumbersome, and it takes days for them to finish the announcement, because they will have to announce the result of every parliament, every constituency from the central point. So I think I said Ghana looked at the system which INEC adopted, in which the parliamentary elections will be announced at the local level, the governorship elections will be announced at the local government, at the state level, while it is only the presidential election that will be compiled and announced at the central point in Abuja, at the federal capital. So this is what he said the Ghanaians took from Nigeria, and that is why their results could come out as far before now. Their result take days for it to be announced, but now because of the way they copied that particular system from Nigeria, it has helped them. It has helped them to achieve the result being faster than it used to be. So well, you can say he has a point there on that particular issue.
Okay, let's take this headline on TG News. It said bandits camp destroyed in Taraba, Benue by troops of Operation Golden Peace. There is a fight against insurgency. They are complementing the effort of the Operation Wild Stroke that is based in Jalingo here.
Well, I think you've seen the Nigeria Army and the Nigeria security agencies have been carrying this onslaught on bandits and criminals, and I think the bandits and criminals within these axis who are beginning to understand that it is not business as usual. And we Tarabans are proud of what they are doing, and we'll keep supporting them. And from SUMTV here, we call on all Tarabans to support the security agencies by feeding them information, by staying away from crime, by reporting crime and criminality that goes on around. If you see anything suspicious, let your authorities know, because it starts from a little here and there, and that it becomes something major. So let us work together with the security team. And as we all know, everybody is now sleeping with their two eyes open, and businesses are springing up. People are traveling. Farming activities went on smoothly the last farming season. So we are happy that this is happening.
Okay, if you're just joining us, with me in the studio has been a public affairs commentator, Abraham Minor Joda. We've been discussing topical issues that have been featured on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper. At this point, we're going to the National Economy newspaper. It has this major headline that said, "Poor Nigerians grapple with high food prices." What's your take on this?
I don't think it is only poor Nigerians that are grappling with everybody in Nigeria now is grappling with their high prices of food, because everybody must eat. And we know the way our culture and our environment is, you can't be a rich person without taking care of at least people beyond, people outside of your nuclear family. Every day you receive messages, you receive pleas, you receive people coming to ask for one help or the other in the area of food. So the prices of food has affected a lot of people. On a daily basis, you go to the market and you find out that if before now, the money that you will use to buy foodstuffs, you may need a truck pusher to help you take it home. Now you buy it and you hold it in a poly bag, and you begin to wonder where the money is. I think someone told a joke. He said the wife played a fast one on him. He usually drop a certain amount of money for her to go to the market and get this done. So one of those days, she sometimes used to complain she should understand and try to buy more things from me. So recently, what she did to him was to say, please help me get these things in the market. And when he got there, he came back with just a little poly bag, and he was wondering that has he been cheated? The wife said, now you understand what we go through in the market. He said, now if she tells him to go to the market, he said, no, take the money and go yourself. The prices of food has really gone up. And if you look at it, people must eat. There is no way. You can decide to say, okay, this my shirt, I will manage it and use it for the next 1 year, but you can't say you wouldn't eat. So that is one major area that we need to really look into. Although there's in places like there's a little drop in the prices of food now due to the harvest, but even at that, the price this year, even though there's a drop, it's still higher than that of last year. So something needs to be done.
Okay, there's this A report from the World Bank, still under the headline we're just discussing, said additional 17 million of Nigerians are falling into poverty. And this in the face of the celebrations, the holidays that are as Nigerians celebrate at the end of the year. Do you agree with these statistics?
Well, I have nothing to dispute that statistics, and I think they've done their job. And from all indication, we all know definitely we're getting poorer every day because you look at your most of us our earnings are fixed and prices of goods are not fixed. So gradually, your ability to purchase what your needs to meet your needs and demands are really reducing. So it is not. I wouldn't dispute that fact that there could even be more. There could be more than 70 million going into poverty. So it's something that is worrisome, and this is a call to both the federal government and all the subnationals. This is not something that we have to leave for the federal government alone. We have the states need to look at areas in which they can help lift people out of poverty. We also have the federal government. Then we also have this multidimensional poverty. Now, multidimensional poverty is an indictment on everybody, from the local government to the state government to the federal government. You might be rich, you might have every means, you might feel well, but you will still be multidimensionally poor in one aspect. If you don't have access to good health services, you in that aspect you are considered poor in that dimension. If you don't have access to good roads, you might have the biggest cars, you might have a million, but if you stay like in Bamboo, you are poor you'll be considered poor because you don't have access to good roads. So it is an indictment on all the tiers of government. As a matter of fact, sometimes I look at it and I think the states have more to do in terms of multidimensional poverty, because the issue of land belongs to the states. So housing, the issue of health facilities, the state owns most of the primary health facilities. The issue of education, primary education belongs to the state and local government. So these are areas that we really need to look at Nigerians and ensure that as we're putting pressure on the federal government, we're also putting pressure on our states and local government to ensure that they are able to complement each other.
Okay, there's this headline on the Nature's News. It said World Bank secures $100 billion to fight climate poverty in 78 nations. Now, I want us to look at this headline from the perspective of most Nigerians depend on food for survival. Yeah. And that's how it is in every part of the world. Now, our agricultural sector is being threatened by so many challenges, which includes climatic change and other factors like that. And do you think we can fight poverty if we concentrate our resources, if government and all the stakeholders harness resources and channel them towards a vigorous fight against climate change? Does it have the chances of improving on our wealth and resources?
Well, from what I understand, I don't think, let me be factual, I don't think we, especially in the third world, have enough resources to fight climate change. If you study the COP, the recent COP 29 meetings, the meeting was geared towards having the advanced countries who contributed to most of the factors that led to this climate change, who they are supposed to fund the developing countries like this to be able to fight the effect of this climate change. And we are grappling with a lot of issues in this part of the country. And if you have to depend on us fighting climate change, you have insecurity, you have poverty, you have infrastructural decay, you have instability in some areas. So what we need is the support from developed countries. who over the years have made billions of dollars, trillions of dollars from causing damage to the atmosphere, to the climate. So the direction the world is going is that they should be able to fund they should be able to fund activities that will reverse the climate change, and that is doing. But unfortunately, the last COP29 was not able to address this issue because the major players, the financiers themselves, did not come for the event, and the uncertainty also was due to the fact that we have a president-elect in the US now who many consider a climate denier. He doesn't really believe in this climate change. He considers the scientists who clamor for climate change as people who don't have who are just creating they are creating fear. They are fear mongers. But the past few years have shown that we really need to tackle this climate change. We do a lot. We have ecological funds. We have this, but to really fight this purge, the developed world needs to come with proper funding and technology.
But do you think the funding, the finance of fight against climate change in Nigeria and in this part of the world is sufficient enough to make any significant impact?
Nothing is ever sufficient. Nothing.
But do you think we're doing enough?
We are not doing enough, and even the developed nations are not doing enough. That is one of the things that the last COP is exposed. There are some commitments that we as a nation we've made to fulfill those commitments, and even other nations have made and they've not fulfilled those commitments. There need to be a more aggressive financing and towards reversing climate, which is making to not to work the way it should be. Even there's a proposal that you buy credit units or for green credit units, something to that effect. You pay for it to advance you buy from the less developed countries, so it allows you to do some activities that might affect the climate, but because you paid you paid money to reverse it in another part of the world, it's like, okay, I'm allowed to flare this gas here, but I have to ensure that 1 million trees is planted in Zamfara State. So they believe that 1 million tree will reverse the effect of this gas that are flaring here. So these are issues they're looking at, but politics is not. What politics at this stage is making it not to really work out the way it should.
Okay, we now go to the Leadership newspaper. The Leadership newspaper has this major headline. It said, "Led budget presentation alters January-December cycle." I said there is fear committees may not do through a thorough job, proper MDA's appearance and other stuffs like that. What is your position on this?
I also find it strange that we always let our budgets get to November, December before we submit it. And we all know the December period is a period whereby they also go on recess for the end of the year break. So most times no thorough job is done, and that is one of the reasons why most of these budgets fail, because for someone, by the time you get to November, everybody is looking towards rounding up for the year and coming to January. January itself is a very slow month, so I think we should look at how the budget should be presented somewhere around September, October, early enough for proper sittings of the committee to do a thorough job to ensure that everybody give account of what they want to do. I think this will help our budgets better.
Okay, there's this headline still on the Leadership newspaper talking about the brouhaha, just like he used to describe, going on between the FCCPC and Earpiece.
The FCCPC were of the opinion that the Airpeace, MTN, and some other this thing violated customers' rights. Their practices were not in line with their consumers protection rights. So these are led to back and forth between Airpeace and this thing, and the Minister of Aviation had to wade in, and he said he was on the side of Airpeace. He said as they are the one regulating the activities of Airpeace. The FCCP should have liaise with them to get the information before going to press. So I think this is just the back and forth that is going on, and I believe it will be resolved between them. But the thing is that we have to ensure that consumers' rights are protected, and that's what the regulatory agency is doing. On the other hand, I think the Ministry of Aviation is looking at Airpeace as one of the major, if not the major player in the aviation industry, and they don't want the name and the reputation of the company to be dragged in the mud without proper data to prove it. So they're trying to protect their industry, because Airpeace has been very, very vital to the aviation industry in Nigeria in the recent years. So I think they're trying to protect this thing, and I think this is a wake-up call to Airpeace. There have been cases of delay, flight delay, cancellations, and that's say at the local level, the prices of Airpeace are always high. So these are issues they need to look into. The FCC can't just be picking on them for no reason. But again, they need to learn how to resolve this. Like these are critical sectors, and this may not be good for the industry.
Our viewers, if you're just joining us, this is the morning show. Our morning show is the darling breakfast program that comes to you from the stables of the SUMTV. SUMTV is beaming the signal from Jalingo, Northeast Nigeria. We discuss topical issues that have been featured on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper. Shortly before we go for a commercial break, we're going to take this headline that is featured on the cover page of the Triumph newspaper. Is a tax reform bill advantageous to Nigerians? A statement attributed to National Orientation Agency. Don't you think the coming up late now to make this create this awareness? They should have done this before. Now, what is yours? What do you think?
I think that even this is not enough as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
If it was a major orientation they did, it should be splashed at the headline of every paper. I think NOA is not doing enough. Many issues, the issue of insecurity, even this tax, they're not doing. They are reacting to issues. They should be proactive. They should have done this before the moment this war started. National Orientation Agency should have liaised with the tax committee and look at how they will help project the tax. Although they might say, okay, this is a national issue, it's not a law yet, it's an executive order. So maybe there might be conflict of should they be projecting the wishes of the executive as against that of Nigeria. So, but I think they need to really do more, be more proactive on issues like this rather than reacting after a lot must have gone down. Now, this is the era of social media, in which news flies we might be here, something happens in the studio, and in the next 2 seconds someone knows what is happening in far away China. So the NOA need to also those moves nowadays.
Maybe they should have since they've started now, maybe it's wise for them to go around the states creating the awareness in such a manner that it will be massive. And
to me you see all these going around states, and for the information we have about tax now, nobody went around the states to announce them.
Yeah,
they got all the information, both the learned information, the unlearned information, the ignorant information, the correct information was gotten mostly through the social media, through digital medias like this. They have to create a very, very effective means of reaching out to people. You travel now, where will you stay to gather and begin to talk to people, and people will say everybody is on the also everybody is on the right. But you did notice that majority of Nigerians get their information either through social media, electronic media, either TV or radio, and then the newspapers. These four is their major targets. And if you realize, it is what we read from this place, is what we hear, that we discuss.
And should they have a mechanism that can respond to these allegations from the north, from the Borno governor in real time? Let's assume that immediately the Borno governor said it's because of this and that it's against the new tax reform bill. They will have responded immediately using the specifics.
The specifics, yeah. I think that is one area in which I think we've been failing in this country. We don't respond to issues with specific. Some informations are data sensitive. And so, but we go political about it. We begin to talk around the issue. Rather than, if you say, we expect that my VAT to the northern states to be reduced, what NOA need to do is to bring out the data, the facts, and present it without any, you don't even need an explanation. Let the numbers do the talking. But most time response will be like, the information is false, it's due to political, this thing. Some people, at the end of the day, will just beat around the bush and nobody answers any question.
Okay. We now go for a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to continue the discussion of the issues that have been featured on the Nigerian newspapers. Please stay tuned.
Introducing RU Executive Transport and Logistics Limited, Retail, now operating in Jalingo, your premium travel partner for comfort, safety, and reliability. We offer luxury shuttle services between Jalingo and Yola. Our modern, well-maintained vehicles ensure a comfortable and stylish journey. We are excited to announce that our car hiring services will commence on December 6th, while our scheduled trips to and from Yola using our Sienna buses will start on December 9th. Travel with just 5 passengers in our fully air-conditioned Sienna bus by 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. to Yola, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. to Jalingo. Perfectly timed to catch a flight to Abuja or Lagos. Need to rent a vehicle for local or long-distance travel? Our fleet includes Sienna and 14-seater Hummer buses. For emergencies, we offer a fully air-conditioned Hummer bus ambulance for hire. Book online at RU Executive Transport or visit our office opposite Grace Junior Academy in Jalingo. You can call us on the following phone numbers. We are just a click away from the comfort of your dreams. RU Executive Transport, comfort at its best.
Let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance, and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Supercab, safe, convenient, and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
My country people, una good morning. I dey throway salute to una as usual. And I dey welcome una to the pidgin section of our newspaper headline review. Na me be una anchor Esther Oka Stephen. And with me for this morning show, na our usual guest as usual, una sabi am in person of Mr. Jordan Minor Abraham. Oga, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you, madam.
This one wey smile still full your face, e be like say that gbedu wey dem do concerning our 10th year anniversary still dey jolly you for belle.
Na better gbedu we do, na better journey. And as we all know, the gbedu shake the whole Taraba, the whole Jalingo, they do bing that day.
Yes, so my country people, Jalingo shake that day. Make I first of all thank those of una wey travel come. I see una face is show well for the program. My people wey come from Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Sapele, Otukpo, even Yola, Meduguri, Gombe, all of una, even states where I not fit call, make una no vex. I see all of una for there, una make the show stand gidigba for brand. We dey tell una welcome. And for those of una wey no come, wey tori reach una for house, I thank those of una wey hear the tori, come still carry am share again for people wey no come. I say una well done. A lot to happen for that place. So those of una wey no come witness una miss no be small. As Chief Gabriel Olayinka award the dignitaries dem wey dem come. Mr. Jordan, you see am now, he gave the dignitaries dem special award to those big men wey he invite. He give them award. The award not finish for there. He also come give him best staffs them award. As una can see, that is why all of us we come this morning with a smiling face. The staffs then collect ogbonge award of 100,000, more than 10 staffs to them, including una morning show director, our director of news, Mr. Irayan Daniel. In collect 100,000 from chief CEO because of him work in tireless effort when they do. And also Mr. Silas, our technical assistant, he collect correct ogbonge gift of the same thing. Mr. Silas Godfrey, God do am for him also. And also our news presenter, Bridget Jamie, she also collect a ogbonge award. Now she will they give us news on world news. All of them, only our station of media, even the Taraba Business School too. Correct. It happen for that place. Them too, then get the award. And the most interesting one wey come happen, which come shake ground, Chief Gabriel Olayinka come award one of our registrar for the office of Taraba Business School with 1 million naira. My country people, now so ground begin they shake you, everybody begin they jolly you. Now so that place can't take full with enough enjoyment, your refreshment, nobody left there dry you. Everybody serve their self. The program entertainment, just as we dey tell you now, everything went well. Oga Jordan, how you see and the gift really shake ground oh.
We thank Chief Gabriel Olayinka Moturayo for wetin do, because now something will be say nobody expect. Even the staff them, all of them, they begin wonder. And as he be so, he make one person millionaire, and 9 other people will give them 100 tower. For this kind of economy where they so they think good and they sweet person body. And at this kind of thing they make, when I join this place, I see say people they dedicated to their work. Now I see say okay, now
the reason I be this. My country people, end for there. The thing come sweet staff, so the staff come award them also. And say this one where our God do for us, he too much. We no good to make we live on like that. Now so all the staff they come gather, they come say Mr. Gabriel Olayinka, Chief CEO of Taraba Business School and then Taraba News say him be 1 in a million CEO. Now so we can take award them with a special gift as the best CEO. In fact, self no be only for Jalingo. We say for Nigeria and in the world self, because we see they do us, they tutori us well. My country people, we are saying a big thank you to Chief Gabriel Olayinka for the love he have for his supporters, for the love he have for us where they work under him. Now man wey be say no they watch us to cry. Now man where they always dey there for him workers them. Yeah, tell am thank you, and we dey throw away salute to am well. We dey thank all of una wey come celebrate with us once again for the program. Una well done, my people. Na so we take jollyment take end the program that day. Okay, my country people, on to our headline review matter. Tori come reach us say malaria rate don too much for we country. So people who come begin they cry out, they say make government do something, because when prescription can't give them from hospital come as or go where them they say make them go buy the treatment medicine for treatment of this malaria. They say before then they buy am with the sickening money, but now they say the cost don't come too high for market, go for pharmacist shop. They say the cost of buying this malaria drugs don't too high. Say I beg our health sector them make them look into it, and then our pharmaceutical company make them look into this matter for us well. Make them reduce the cost of medicine, especially the malaria own. Oga Minor, how you see, and this one not be true talk. Make them check am, because not be everybody fit also buy medicine. People they look for money for food where they go chop, and now they never fit buy food to chop finish and medicine that they go buy to swallow when the food not even there. And now to even buy the medicine self, now the money don't come too high for market. Oga Minor, this one now the fault of the producers them. I been at the fault of the people where they go buy them for wholesale, just want to come and increase the money to suffer people. How this matter be?
Well, we know the price of food, motor, clothes, house rent, no fee increase, make price of drug no increase. Person where they do business of drugs, now marketing they go buy in raw material, now transporting they use. In go use and in they pay workers. So if some price of something go up, another thing must, other things must also go up. Now so business dey, because like that the business go fold. If you they buy, maybe waiting they take produce waiting they take produce am before you they buy am for 100 naira, it can't turn to 150 naira. If you they sell the medicine 200 before, you no go fit sell at that price, because now inside you go take run the company, now you go pay staff, now you go take fuel generator, now you go take pay NEPA, now you go take do all this one. So now the effect of how the economy bad, now why price of everything go up. And this season now the season where malaria increase because of the weather. Okay. And you know, say even now the malaria, we don't get malaria with the resist medicine. So no, sometimes no, the ordinary medicine what they take before the malaria, no, the medicine they fit cure malaria again. And one area where I see we no good for this, we no sabi do for year. We get many people. They know they contribute money for causes like say free drugs, research, make them bring grants. Say okay, this malaria, I won't tackle them to the end. Every year I go to give 1 billion. Make sure say malaria drug price fall. Make I support companies subsidize the goods. Now waiting airports for HIV be that with some big men like Bill Gates them, they put money down. Say since people no get money to buy HIV medicine, I go make sure say all the HIV medicine where then they serve for this country, I go they pay for that. So now people they get free. So we need more people apart from government. Government too need to do a lot, but we as individuals, we need to begin look at the area of charity. Make they do charity towards this kind of things. Now you both people do now. Why you see say things they work well for their area. Make we say begin learn all these things small.
Okay, my country people want to health matter again. Federal government don't come outside to come warn Nigerians to them. Say another sickness will be like the COVID-19. Say another new COVID-19 don't begin the spread. Say make people take caution, because this sickness don't take over 29 countries, but it never reach in Nigeria. So that they tell us now in preparation, say make we dey aware. The same way where we take prevent that first COVID-19, say make we use the same method. Now know the method now by wearing of a face mask and whether na nose mask then call them. They say make we they put and make we not forget our sanitizers. Now they remind also before the thing go come reach Nigeria, but we they pray say make it not enter Nigeria. And then the previous signs where the first COVID-19 give, they say that the same sign now this one too get. Oga Minor, you hear this story well, abi you no hear am?
The thing we say, this COVID-19 disease wey dey related to flu and the rest of it, and this kind of things they always increase during this kind weather time. So wetin dey one thing with virus be say with time e go dey grow muscle. So dem see say new variant don dey comot and e don dey show for about 29 countries, and e fit because our people dey travel come Nigeria, dey fit carry am come. So wetin other countries dey do be say dem go put their self on high alert, dey watch out for the signs and symptoms. So those for airport, those for seaport, those wey dey deal with travelers, those wey dey travel comot, dey travel in, anybody wey come from that country wey be say don dey get that variant, they need to check am well and we begin take precaution. Na the period be this wey be say this cold period, na that time e dey increase well. So there is more chances say the virus go survive if we catch am now pass during the hot period. So this na good information wey we need to take into consideration and ensure say the thing wey we go through for 2020 e no fit happen again. But I thank God for researchers and scientists and governments and also individuals wey put money together to ensure say dem study COVID-19, and I no think say the thing wey im do in the past now wey dem don know am, they say na masquerade. They say na masquerade wey person no know na im dey fear, but if you don know masquerade, don dance for you, e don pursue you, you go don know all the style. So this COVID masquerade e no fit shake us again by the grace of God.
Okay, my country people, na so tori come take carry us waka enter Nasarawa state yo. Last time we dey talk about fire incident, how e take burn our Ibadan market, how e take burn Jos market, how e take burn Abuja market, how e take burn one club wey dem call Duchess last week for inside Jalingo. Today now the fire don go reach for Nasarawa state yo. Dem say fire catch and burn Nasarawa state market with 30 shops destroys, properties destroys, worth millions of naira for Nasarawa market. My country people, this fire outbreak, the thing come be like say na another thing yo. From this state to this state, from this state na electricity wahala, abi na lack of proper care. Wetin dey cause am, wetin dem dey forget for shop wey dey bring this fire na. Abeg make una dey take caution, my fellow market people. Before una leave una shop, make una dey take caution, dey look am well. As this one take be now, report never still come, there's investigation still dey go on wetin cause this fire matter. Oga Jordan, you dey hear am?
Na still the same thing wey I go talk now. The period wey be say easy for things to burn because breeze dey blow, everything don dry, every wood dry, everything. So any small fire you go fit catch, unlike when during rainy season when the wood dem, the material dem dey well. So na to call for everybody for house, for market, for shop, for school, for office, make we ensure say anything wey fit cause fire, make we dey take precaution. And again, make we begin think seriously about firefighting department for market, for office. We must get those things. Fire extinguisher, make dem dey work, make people dey, safety department make e dey. Na all these small things wey we dey ignore na dey lead to destruction at the end of the day. May I pray, may God help make people wey lose their business for Nasarawa, may God help them, may dem get kind-hearted people wey go help them recover from this great loss.
My country people, in case una just dey join us, we dey for the pidgin section of our newspaper headline review, where we don talk about the new COVID-19 wey dem say e don dey spread and e don take over 29 countries. Dem begin dey tell us make we dey alert before this thing fit reach Nigeria o. And also we discuss about malaria drugs, how the people dey cry say malaria drugs wey dem dey buy with sickening money, say now the thing don too big, don pass them o. Say abeg make government look into it and then reduce the price for them so that they go fit dey buy to treat themselves. We come dey talk about how the fire incident take happen for Nasarawa state, just as Mr. Jordan don already chook mouth for inside this matter. So firefighters now we dey always dey try to make una dey make sure say una dey put una water fast o. Make una make sure say una drivers dem dey stand by, so that when no be the one wey somebody go call una before una reach there because of anger, make dem no go stone una one day o. So make una dey always dey active. We dey praise una effort, the thing we know say e no easy. Country people, una for here we go draw the curtain of the pidgin section of our news line review, headline review wey we take dey knack una. So una do, thank una for lis ten ing.
Unlock seamless 247 financial transaction, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Market. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 247 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking product and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 247. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance, and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Supercab, safe, convenient, and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 247 financial transactions, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online.
Welcome back to this segment of the morning show. With me in the studio for further discussion is Barrister P.D. Pius. He's the principal partner of P.D. Pius Associates, principal law firm based here in Jalingo, Northeast Nigeria. We are going to discuss the issues that has to do with the International Human Rights Day that is slated to take place. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, can you tell us more about the significance of the International Human Rights Day?
Well, you see, that is what basically makes us human as opposed to any other species, because fundamental rights is inherent in man. The moment you are born as a human being, you automatically acquire what we call fundamental human rights. And looking at the course of history, the human race have suffered a lot, and they have gone through wars in terms of the World War One, World War Two, and a whole lot of human rights abuses that led to the formulation of fundamental human rights. So tomorrow, the International Human Rights Day is being celebrated all over the world, so as to mark this important, let me say, fundamental principles of human rights, and then to also create awareness among members of the public so that we will continue to enjoy our fundamental rights as human beings. So that is the whole essence of the human rights celebration that will be done tomorrow all over the world.
Okay, if you're just joining us, with me in the studio is Barrister P.D. Pius, the principal partner of P.D. Pius and Associate, a law firm based here in Jalingo, Northeast Nigeria. We've been discussing issues that has to do with international human rights, events that is slated to take place tomorrow. So, Barrister P.D. Pius, what motivated you to organize the events that is slated to take place tomorrow here in Jalingo?
Well, you see, coming up from this part of the world as a young man, I have witnessed a lot of breaches or abuses of fundamental rights, okay, in our homes, in our offices, in place of work, and several other areas where there is human interaction. You can hardly look across your shoulder without seeing a case of abuse of fundamental rights. And that is one of the things that actually motivated me to read and become a lawyer, because I intend to fight for the cause of humanity, to fight for freedom, and to fight for fundamental rights of individuals. So when I became a lawyer, established my law firm, one of our core focus is to offer pro bono services to indigent clients who cannot afford the services of a lawyer, and then are being their rights are being trampled upon. So deep down in my heart, I have a love for the protection of human rights, and that is one of the motivations, that is one of the driving force that make me to key into this event that will be happening tomorrow here in Jalingo. While the event is taking place all over the world, but in as a law firm, we are organizing our own here tomorrow in Jalingo, where we will take a walk from L6 roundabout down to roadblock to create awareness for the protection of human rights in Taraba State and the world entirely. And then there will be opportunity for people to get to know their rights, and then of course at the end of the walk we shall at least offer some light refreshment for those that will participate in the program.
Okay, the team, Our Right, Our Future right now. Is it the international team?
Yes, that is the international team for this year's celebration of International Human Rights Day.
Does it resonate with our national context in this part of
Yes,
the world?
it does. One thing with fundamental right is that it is universal. Universal means that it translates or it applies all over the world. It's just like right to life in Nigeria is the same with right to life in America, in UK, in China, in Japan, everywhere in the world. It means the same thing. And then of course, you cannot have certain freedoms, well, let me say fundamental rights in Nigeria, and then you say you don't have it in another place, then that means they are not fundamental rights.
To what extent is this assertion adjustment now, in the light of the fact that there are instances where there are things that are considered as fundamental human rights in some part of the world and are not considered as fundamental human rights in this part of the world?
Now the difference is not in the concept or the principles that have been agreed as fundamental rights. The difference is just in terms of the enforcement or the applicability of those rights. For instance, if you look at chapter 2 of the 1999 constitution, it recognizes what we call the fundamental principles and directive policy of the state. All right, and those are basically what we call economic, social, and cultural rights that have been recognized all over the world. Now, in terms of in Nigeria, whereas these rights are enforceable in other parts of the world, but in Nigeria, our constitution only recognizes it, but leaves the enforcement time to be decided by an act of the National Assembly, which our National Assembly has not been able to do up to now. Because some of those rights that you look at there, for instance, the right to education, all right, just like in our state here, the governor has a policy of free education. Every child is entitled to be educated at this age, So those are fundamental rights that are in chapter 2 of the constitution and are available all over the world. But in Nigeria, they are not being enforced. All right. So that's why there is also need for more advocacy and awareness, so that the more people get to know about this right, they demand for it, they insist on it, and then the government will act to ensure that everyone gets to enjoy his fundamental right.
Okay, tomorrow's event is supposed to be some kind of awareness.
Yes.
And participants who are lay people,
yes,
and are not lawyers and don't have any, how are they supposed to contribute to this awareness?
Now, tomorrow when we converge at the Mel 6 roundabout, okay, there are a lot of volunteers on ground who will be educating people about their fundamental rights. We have flyers that will be distributed, and then of course we have a public address system wherein people will be spoken, and there will be a discussion, for you to get to know your rights. And so and also it assists your fitness by taking a walk, from L6 roundabout to the roadblock roundabout.
Okay.
Now, some of us have not been exercising for a while. It's an opportunity for us to come and participate in an activity that will help us to exercise our muscles, stay fit, because health, or let me say primary health and even secondary health facilities, is part of the requirements of fundamental right. Because what is the right to life if you cannot keep fit, or if you will not be able to enjoy health care service? So those are some of the things that I believe that people can benefit, and then by creating this awareness, the relevant authorities or government bodies will step up, and mind you that fundamental right is not just about government offering needs to individuals, okay? Because we have a lot of individuals that are also abusing fundamental rights. Like I mentioned earlier, in our homes, you can see parents abusing the rights of children. You can see maybe husband abusing the rights of his wife, or the wife abusing the husband, and so many other cases. Or we have we have cases of breaches in work environments, or even in terms of inequality of pay. Because if a man and a woman are doing the same job, they should receive the same payment. It's just like the rising concern, for instance, in Europe, where female footballers are beginning to raise their voices that their pay is not commensurate or the same with that of the male counterparts, even though they are doing the same job. Do you understand? So, you can also find instances like that here, and we have also even seen organizations where they are even discriminatory in terms of the kind of people they employ or engage. Some will tell you that they only employ men, some will tell you they only employ women, and all of that. And then, of course, there could be abuses in the workplace, and all of that. So these are all issues we want to bring out to the fore, so that people will know their rights, and then such rights will be respected.
Okay, you earlier on mentioned issues that has to do with pro bono and things like that. So
Yes.
are there some examples of human right abuses issues in around this place that
Yeah,
there is a need for us to focus on
there are
in an attempt to create this awareness? Maybe
there
if you
are
cite a particular example, it will help.
okay.
Because there are instances where some things that are considered or classified as human right abuse, we don't know them. There are some people that don't even know that they are classified as an abuse. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, for pro bono, our office has a policy of taking pro bono cases. For instance, recently we represented one Mohammed Hassan, who was falsely convicted in the Taraba State High Court of the offense of armed robbery, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. But when we reviewed his case, we discovered that the man was innocent of the charges that were levied against him. And we took up his case pro bono to the Court of Appeal in Yola.
Okay.
And eventually the Court of Appeal delivered judgment in his favor, saying that the court wrongly convicted him because he did not commit that offense.
Okay.
And what happened was that when the incident happened, he was not there, and the people that actually robbed were not arrested at the scene or anything, but somebody just came and pointed finger at him and said that he was part of the robbers, and the soldiers arrested him and took him to police station. They beat him, they brutalized him, and forced him to agree that he is part of those that committed the robbery. And the law is clear that, look, you cannot beat somebody or force someone to accept that he was the one that committed an offense. The reason is that it shows it's not out of his free will that he has accepted that because anybody can be beaten to the point that he will admit he committed an offense, okay, or it can be tortured. And that's why we have several laws against torture and all of that. And the court have set him free. The Court of Appeal reviewed the cases, so you can see that even people who work in the justice sector can miss it when it comes to recognizing the fundamental rights of individuals. So that's why there is also room for appeal. And then we took it up, and the man was released. And we have several other cases that are ongoing that we're taking on pro bono. So fundamental right is quite large, and it's supposed to be for the benefit of all, irrespective of your sex, your religion, your age, your ethnicity, your whatever a variety of human being you are. You are entitled to your fundamental rights.
Viewers, if you're just joining us, this is the morning show, and we are discussing at this segment of the morning show with Barrister P.D. Pius, the principal partner at P.D. Pius, an associate law firm based here in Jalingo. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to continue with the discussion with Barrister P.D. Pius.
Market. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 247 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking products and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 247. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. SUMTV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on SUMTV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from SUMTV.
Super Cab, safe, convenient, and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
Okay, my country people, we still there on this morning show with Barrister P.D. Pius. Him and his associate, them, they invite us for their human rights show where they get it tomorrow. Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, as the show still the beginning now, you don't blow big grammar. We make me consider here. Say, make I come, make we break the story, so that a layman like me and my fellow market women go understand them well.
Okay.
Oga, if they talk about human rights, this is human rights where you talk now. No, say those my fellow people, my market women, them as they hear say human rights, they will come begin the wonder, say, which kind right again? Woman won't begin the right for country again when things be like this, things they go up and down. Waiting be woman rights. I want to make you break them so that they go understand them well. When maybe tomorrow they go fit to join us to rally with you people.
Okay, human rights. When we they talk, we say you as they just born you as human being, e get some right wey you suppose enjoy.
Okay.
Those right na wetin constitution for Nigeria don already talk say you now, for instance, nobody, na you get your life, nobody suppose kill you. Na you get your right, you go anywhere wey you wan go, nobody go tell you say you no go fit go here. Nobody suppose arrest you anyhow, unless say you commit offense wey be say if they don write am already for law. No be say they go just come arrest you when you no commit any offense or you no do anything. So all those kind rights na im we dey call human right, and that one na internationally all over the world na im they don already agree say once they born you as a human being, you get that right. Nobody suppose come do you anyhow. So na im we say, okay, tomorrow wey be the International Human Right Day, all of us wan comot.
Okay.
We wan comot make we show people say all of us as human beings, whether you be big man, whether you be small man, whether you be market woman, whether you be civil servant, whoever you be, you get human right. Nobody suppose abuse your human right. So tomorrow na im we wan comot make we show the world, make we try tell people, make they know wetin be their right for this country, so that they no go dey do them anyhow. So we go gather for Mile 6 roundabout. From there we go waka, dey share pamphlet, dey inform people say see wetin be your right, see wetin be your right, make you no allow person make e cheat you for your own right.
Okay, una go gather for the place wey dem dey call my 6 roundabout.
Yeah.
This my 6 roundabout, I believe say na for inside Jalingo e dey, abi na for inside one community.
E dey inside Jalingo. E dey inside Jalingo. As e dey come from, like e dey come from Yola, e get Mile 6 roundabout.
Okay.
So we go gather from there. All the road safety police and other people go dey, make they help us control people. So we go gather from there. We go come waka, come dey educate people. We go waka come this roadblock wey dey near the motor park.
Okay, that flyover side.
Yeah, that
okay.
flyover side. So na there we go come stop, come talk small, then come give people small something wey you go chop. You know say when you waka like that, you suppose put something for your mouth.
Okay, this una waka wey una wan carry waka tomorrow, so no be for only your organization, people too go join.
Everybody fit come join.
Okay.
You no need to say you dey work with our office. No, okay. It's for everybody. That's why we say it's a human right. Once you be human being, you fit come join us. We go do this waka together.
Okay, my market people them, my layman people like me for there where they listening to this program. You say all of una fit come join because they go educate una well. They go tell una more things to know about the program. And this program self when una want take waka tomorrow, you no get the topic.
You see, the topic we say our right na im be our future.
Okay.
Our right na im be our future. So we suppose know our right well, make we protect our right because na im be our future. Because if you no get right, you no get future be that now.
Okay, my country people, their waka they go on tomorrow, and as you can see, Mr. PD Payosu and his associate say make una come join them. Tomorrow una fit come out now, come follow them, do this waka before una go for una daily business. I do una no one talk una mind again for the society. Those of una where they complain, say things they hide, things they do this one, una they hide for backyard, una no fit come outside to come talk am. Make una come tomorrow. They go put una through, how una go take the speak una mind, how una go take no say una dey on una right, make una dey talk correct thing. Okay, my country people, as una don hear from him.
So the time wey we want comot for this work now by 3 p.m. That is 3 o'clock in the afternoon towards where evening don dey do. So na that time we go comot come do this waka. So by that 3 p.m. we go gather for that Mile 6 roundabout.
Okay.
Start this waka.
Okay, my people, he said the waka go start by 3 p.m. for that my 6 roundabout. So anything wey una dey do, any business wey una dey do, make una try summarize una business, work on una business sharp so that all of us go follow them to do this waka tomorrow. Okay, and Mr. PD Pius, Barrister PD Pius, then get their WhatsApp number where you go take reach them for those of us who no go fit to come out to follow them do this waka tomorrow. So in case una hear information, una get any message wey sweet una for body, una get something wey dey bother una concerning human right, just as in talk am, make una call this their number wey be 081. This their number wey be 081 277 8064, and their WhatsApp number come be 070 44 11 800. Make I call this their WhatsApp number again, because I know all of us, many of us will be get a big phone. 070 44 111 800. Make una no forget to call on my country people. I know say those of una wey dey do business, wey no go fit see chance to take come outside join am, una go call and una go dey tag them also. Mr. PD Pius, I dey welcome you. Thank you for your time when you take come stay here with us. We say welcome.
Thank you too.
Okay, my country people, I thank una for joining and staying with us to the end of this our morning show today. We say una well done. I remain una anchor Esther Oka Steven. Una do.